This is Karri, and what's your title? Are you a woodworking teacher?
Yes.
At
Harrow
School.
Harrow School.
Yeah, I've never been there, so I have no idea what it's like. Would you mind if I took my mask off?
No.
No? Okay. Sure, because if you don't want me to, I won't. I'm fully vaccinated. I have 3 vaccinations. I'm so sorry that I had these lapel mics that are fantastic. Anyhow, I just had a very fantastic experience with Karri. She made a ring. Is this for your father?
Yeah, so he passed away in May.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it was his birthstone, and we watched a meteor shower when I was younger, and that was one of my favourite memories. So
Is this stone have significance? Is this his birthstone?
His birthstone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you can just tilt your hand, I can get up and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a close-up into this. Karri, hold your hand up, and I think I can. No, you can't. The jury, you can't do it. With this program, I can't do a close-up, but I can bring the camera close. Hey, that's pretty cool. And that's cut right through to her finger, and you can see the stone. What is the stone?
Turquoise.
A what?
Turquoise.
Ah. So I wanted to interview you and find out how you felt about the whole process. It was a long process. We started at 9 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's now 10 after 4 to make that ring.
Yeah.
And it was. Did you see like how much thinking you have to do before when you're making something? The sequential side of it. Everything has to be done in sequence, or you can't go to the next step.
No, you do have to look ahead, don't you?
So how long have you been teaching?
15 years.
16 years is quite long. And what did you think about this whole thing? You got yourself involved. How did you hear about me anyhow?
I think I just did a lot of Googling. Went onto Facebook. I think it might even been my husband that found it. I'm not sure. I just remember me and my husband searching because we looked at lots of different jewellery workshops in Bangkok, and I just felt that it was just, I don't know. I looked at the pictures, and it just looked like there was going to be loads of people in one workshop, where this has been really kind of.
It's one-on-one.
One-on-one is very personal.
Actually, I've tried 1-on-2. Very easy trying to help 2 people and get them finished, at a reasonable time. Opening up the rollers. This is like the old Ringer washing machine. Do you remember where you used to put your clothes through? There was rubber. They had rubber rollers. Okay. So I'm going to have to force this a little, but it'll go in. And I'm going to push this in. And it will always do this, become a banana. So you have to straighten it out when you put it through again. But you notice there's a flat area on it now. Definite flat area on it now, on both sides. And what I want to do is bring this down to gauge 15. Most rings are 15. Let me show you what a gauger looks like. This is a gauger, and these spaces represent the thickness of metal. Now this is 12 right here, 13, and most rings are 15. So we're going to make yours maybe 14 or 13, depending on what you like. All right, and I'm going to flatten this out. Straighten it out. And this hammer is made out of Durlon. Believe it or not, this is $85 US. And this was bought in America. And now I'm going to close the machine rollers up a little bit. Put it through again. It will also curve again. And keep heating this. And then at some point I have to go outside because I'm hardening the metal by crushing the molecules together.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point I have to go outside and soften it, heat it to a light red color and throw it into water. And okay, try to bend it.
It's not working.
Very hard, right?
Really
hard to bend. Remember, gas on first. So I light the gas first. And then I'm going to add the oxygen slowly. It's quite hot. And now I'm going to take a pliers and get this to a light red color. You won't be able to see the color in the sunlight. And I'm bringing back the personality, original personality of the metal, which is a soft metal, a milled metal. Okay, try to bend it now.
Oh yeah.
Right? You can do it, right?
Yeah.
You're Superman now.
Okay.
You can go to a 100-year-old rolling factory in Bonmois, and then you come with a calibers like this, and you show them how wide you want your ring.
Okay.
So you could bring a calibers with you and give them the silver, or you could buy it from them. If buying it from them would be a mistake because it's very high price from them.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll go to my source and buy your metal. All right.
Yeah.
So here we go again. And I'm guessing now, but I think I'm pretty close to 14. And what I'm trying to do is make this more compact so that I can heat it up faster. I've done it many times. Because outside it's hard to tell, you can't see the redness. But this is getting there already. And here into the water I'm going to go now. Okay, turn the torch off, gas off first, oxygen off. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 hours we've been at this, making this little ring. And the only thing I can do is bring the camera in since I don't have a zoom feature. And it was complex, very complex. Wasn't easy to do.
No.
Yeah. And what I wanted to uncover with this interview idea is to uncover what were your feelings about the whole thing. Were you ready to say, "Gee, I'd like to go home," or?
No, not at all.
Or did you feel engaged the whole time?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, definitely.
And tell me the truth, would you recommend this to a friend if they wanted to make their own ring, or?
Yes, most definitely.
You would?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I know everybody has their different reasons for their choices, but for me, I wanted something that was quite personal, a lovely little workshop like this with everything in it, and I just like I said, I think in town I just feel like it would be like a mass-produced kind of environment, where here it was, you know.
Were they expensive?
Very
expensive.
Very expensive.
Yeah. When I looked into it, I saw jewelry courses for 6 days or 10 days, and they were like 80,000 baht to take the class. And you were in a class, I think not ever as equipped as this place. This place is so intense with tools that you can't turn around without knocking something over. I think that's the best way to explain it.
I did that a few times too.
Anyhow, you were a delight. For a first timer in this, I mean, I thought that sooner or later you're going to break and say, "All right, I want to go home. I can't stand this anymore." But I took her through the very first steps of melting silver and making an ingot, and then we rolled the ingot to the width that you wanted and the thickness that you needed for the kind of ring you wanted to make. And it was actually your plan. And can I go get your plan?
Yeah.
Your plan is over here. And you would think that this lady is an art teacher, and you would be right. When I first saw her rough drawing of the ring, the shape and all, I said, this lady is skilled, you know. And here's the specific plan. I love plans, you know. And she shows, at first she called it a spinner ring. And this was done to scale, like about the size that she wanted it made. So this didn't come easy. She labored on this, and she shaded values with a pencil and even colored the stone a little bit. I think this is amazing. And she's doing this in honor of her father. How old was your father?
60.
60.
Yeah.
So he didn't live a very, very long time. And I am 79. And I'm scared. I'm really scared. But I feel like inside, like I'm about 25 inside, you know. My mother lived to 102.
Wow.
I hope I have her genes. I just hope I do. But look at that. I mean, isn't that nice that she bothered to make a decent plan, a really decent plan? And she even wrote, does that say open? Inside hole. What does that mean?
Like just like a hole cut out.
Oh, there's a hole. In other words, that area is cut out.
Yeah.
So that's what that meant. And she wrote the stone as cabochon, and there it is. I should have known that. 3 to 4 millimeters. She sent me this on the internet, but I didn't realize the stone was as small as it is. And she actually made a trip to the jewelry section to go buy it. And did you go where I told you, or just go to some other place?
No, we were in Ceylon anyway, just having a bit of a staycation, and I thought, could we go to the jewellery quarter and have a look at the gem stalls there?
Yeah.
So unfortunately we went on Father's Day, so most of them were shut, but I
Right.
was recommended a really good silver shop, and I was in contact with them, and they were really good actually. They showed me their gem selection. And
so how do you feel about this as an art experience?
I think it's wonderful. I would love to take this and put it into my classroom. Just like you say from the beginning, just making the silver into a bar and going through that whole process from the beginning. It was amazing.
Did you think it was overly complex?
There was a lot more going on in it than I thought there would have been. There's definitely a lot more involved, which did surprise me, but very enjoyable.
But it also makes you think when you buy. Most of the stuff is made in factories that you buy, but in a real jewelry shop, those guys do exactly what I do. I have a friend. His name is Surasak. He's in that area that I told you to go to, and he makes me feel. I see him make a setting in minutes, or within an hour. 45 minutes I stayed with him while he made me a ring that I was going to leave for him because I was too lazy to do it myself. It was a job for somebody, and I wanted him to do it, and he did it. I was going to leave, and he said, "Don't leave." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Come here." He calls me teacher. "Come here, teacher." And he says, "I'm going to make it right in front of you." I feel so helpless because I know that you can't make it if I turn it over to you, certain things. It'll take me longer to teach you than it will to make the thing myself to help you. So I always wind up getting into that kind of a thing.
Getting the balance right. But I think now I've seen you do those complex things, it would be great. I think next time I'd love to have a go at, especially with the soldering. I would love to master that technique.
Anyhow, thank you for coming.
No, thank you, and I'll definitely be back again to do something else.
Good. Bring a friend.
Yeah.